High five Ikaiwa.
The employee can also quit with no notice. I've only done that once. Um, and that was when I was working for, well, in Japan, you would call it a black company.
Ah,
Um, I worked at a factory that made oil seals for cars. And we actually had some Japanese companies we did stuff for, like Toyota. But um, the factory was poorly managed and they were very behind schedule. And so every employee had to work 12 hours, 7 days a week, and you would get 1 weekend off per month.
yeah.
And they uh, they told us that having a lunch was considered a employee benefit. So we should be thankful that that they let us have lunch. Which, like, if you're working for 12 hours, like, you better let me have lunch.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
and I was actually going to college at the same time,
Oh no.
so that was very hard.
Yeah.
Um, anyways, they had a 3 month probation period where they would fire you for any reason. Um, essentially, like if you showed up to work like 1 minute late one time in that 3 months, like you would be fired on the spot.
Oh, okay.
And like they were like very strict, and so essentially I went through the probation period just to prove like I'm good enough to work here. Like you don't have any reason to fire me. But as soon as my like 3 months was up, I was like, I quit. I'm leaving. You know, goodbye.
Yeah, perfect.
And they're like, you're not going to give us a notice? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to work here another day.
Yeah, you should protect yourself. It's the best decision. Yeah.
Oh man, that also like that job like hurt my back like so bad. We're standing like all day on like concrete floors, and I was taking like painkillers, ibuprofen, like just to like get through the day, and like pretty much like when I got there, I had it in my locker at work, so I'd just take it right away because I knew I was going to like start needing it in a couple hours, and then like every time like I'd get like a chance to take like a short break, I would like or no no I used to keep some in my pocket, make sure no one was around to see, and I'd take some more. And
Wow.
yeah, that was it was rough. Like and like um, absolute worst place I've ever worked in my life.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, I think it was 6 months after I left, they ended up closing.
Closing? Okay.
Yeah, like they went out of business. What happened is they had a new plant manager, and he essentially like he wanted to make the plant more profitable, and so he had this brilliant idea. We'll just fire half the workers and make everybody else do twice as much work.
Crazy.
And it worked for a little bit, but the thing is, like, making everybody do more work, there were more mistakes that happened. And essentially, like, when, like, whenever you make an oil seal they have like a quality control person that comes by and they check the boxes of all the seals you made. And if they find any problems, you have to redo those ones. Or if you have a very strict company, like Toyota was one of the more strict companies, where if we sent them a box of oil seals and they found like one bad one when they got it, they would send the whole box back and tell us to redo the whole box.
Whoa, only
Now-
one box check. But you
And-
don't say black company, right?
No,
How do you say
like we would just say something like, "It's a shitty place to work."
that? Okay. See, translate it in Japanese like kuso.
Yeah, I guess so.
So-
Kuso company.